And I just go on like with random people's houses and ask for a phone in the middle of the rain. Is anyone home? Please, I need to use your phone. Where did that come from? Maybe they're in the backyard. You know, just let's go intrude on the people's places and that sort of stuff. Hey, money back. Did I? Hello? Okay. Don't let her in. Nothing pathetic. Do I need to eat this? Ah. Is eating that thing that makes her come? Sweetheart, are you okay? Please let me in. You ignore her. Then you don't see the mouse anymore, but I need to go that way. But do you have Christmas holiday plans? As you can see, my Christmas holiday plans are a bit limited because of like, well, Xavier. Oh yeah, I also made a family tree for my Vtuber lore, and you know, making a family tree was really like it was not difficult, but it was complex. Because basically, now that I look back at it, like I have 5 partners. Like I don't have a Pokemon update look yet because I made Dark type Elise and I imported her, but I'm not like happy with how she came out a bit, and there's a few minor details that I have to change. I did review her on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out. I can do display capture real quick in the background, and like I can see it, but like below here, as you can see, this is a sneak peek at Ice type Elise. What do I mean with Ice type? Basically, the next type after Dark. But let me real quick show you Dark type Elise. Basically, this is Dark type Elise. The designers are gonna change, but there are like few things regarding belly and that sort of stuff that I have to change. I'm not happy with. So do know that she will be changing, and I can't review her yet on stream here. I might do that in the next video. Who knows? I might review Ice type Elise also. But do know Dark type Elise has been released. And as I said, next type is Ice type Elise. The design is still to change, but the color scheme is already clear and there and that sort of stuff. But yeah, as you know. And also, as you can see, my belly grew in the past week, and that's quite a bit. I don't even fit into screen anymore. Can you see how big I am? Yeah, see this as a belly update, but basically over the past week, I've been, or the past 2 weeks, basically, I've not been honest, basically, to say, because, like, I've not been honest. What do I mean? I always told you that pregnancy by me seems to do whatever it wants. It took, like, again, to 20 weeks this time for my belly to, like, expand to, like, end second term. So, to, like, 28 weeks and that sort of stuff. And look at my second pregnancy, which was my last one with Rosalina and Lennon, where I got my belly at like 4 weeks of pregnancy. So we already figured out that my pregnancies do whatever they want, basically. They don't follow your Earth traditional pregnancies. My belly grew in size to 28 weeks because I'm currently like 7 months and 1 day. So I have 3 months left before Xavier is born. Yeah, Lily has officially given the boy a name. It's called Xavier. Xavier. That's how you spell the name. The girls are gonna be named Sophie and Eleanor and that sort of stuff. So, and by the way, I forgot about Lisa. Lisa's pregnant too from Jack. Lisa is getting also a boy, and they call them Annette because they are FNAF fans and they want them called after a few FNAF characters. You know, not my choice and that sort of stuff. But I also, on this point, I want to announce that I officially have a family tree. There will be linked in my Discord under Elise lore. So if you're interested in the relationships in my between people that exist in my lore universe and that sort of stuff, you can check that out. But one more thing, as I said, my pregnancy, my body does with pregnancy whatever it wants. In the past 2 weeks, I've been noticing that my belly grew to this size that I'm currently at, which we might believe is my 28 to 30, 40 week belly, basically, or that sort of stuff. Or it feels like we're about to pop, that sort of stuff. But it also goes back to the one that I had prior, in like after week 20, or when I finally was showing, I think it was week 18. You know, the ones that have you seen in the last few videos? Yeah, those ones. But it's been switching a bit, and I've talked with Emma, and Emma doesn't see any trouble with my little boy Xavier, basically. So, if in this case my belly is big and on the next one it's not, then you know that my body has been like, fuck you, Elise, you don't get a big belly, basically, at this point. But no, I'm currently 28 weeks and 1 month, 1 day of or 28 weeks and 1 day pregnant at the moment of recording. And in the last 3 months, you might see a big belly, and you might not. And why do I say that? I think before you start to worry why my belly shrimps sides and all this sort of, no, it happens, I guess, so to be. You know, that can happen when you come from an origin planet where you have special powers and that sort of stuff. I also want to announce that if I ever go 3.0, or I don't know if this will be 3.0 yet, or just another look, I am gonna develop, after Luke and Mix's story, an origins lore, basically, where I came from which planet, who my family there was, where my powers come from. Because basically I'm gonna tie the mark to my origins planet, and that a lot of my powers come from there. Not all of them. Some have been given by Miku, some not. As an example through Luca Missing Story and that sort of stuff. With one being like highly fertile, that comes from Meiko and Miku and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna tie that to there. And Luca Missing Story is also gonna explain that one day I was forced to like being pulled by a dimension planet, which caused the fact that I lose a bit of my powers and was supposed to be needed there. You will all see and we're all gonna make. I don't know if this origin lore is gonna be 3.0 or not. It might be a good idea to make it 3.0. I don't know yet. We'll see. But no, that's in the making. And let me quickly go through the games, because like I've been yapping with my, let's say it as a pregnancy update and that sort of stuff. But you know a funny thing, like the first game actually ties well in with my pregnancy, because after a pregnancy you become a mother. Or I assume in this game that like you're either a boy or a girl, own choose, you know, as in Pokemon, that sort of stuff. But your father has been away. And he left one note: don't let her in. The name of the game, funny. But I assume that was about the mother. But the game describes itself as a bad dream for a game, like Color. Like, I don't know how well to describe the game. The game is fun. Like, the game, I think, is a good concept, but like, a little bit of backstory at the start makes it really, really well. And that sort of stuff. You do have to see game number 1, because like, I don't think I'm gonna spoil. But with that, Christmas is nearing, and you know what that means. Okay, I'll stop already. I'll stop already. I'm gonna be like the silly pregnant girl. But Christmas is there, and you know what that means. From now on to probably into January, gonna see a few Christmas horror games. Starting with horror on holiday rails. And what do I mean with horror on holiday rails? Basically, the idea is simple. You're on a holiday train who has 3 packages across the train. You can only carry 1 packages, and you have to bring them from each cart back to the back cart, to the last cart. Basically, you spawn in the cart where the presents go. You have to find the presents, bring them back, and then escape the train. But of course, it's not that easy. There is, of course, a nightmarish monster in there. And yeah. So, Horror on Holiday is the first Christmas game of this season that we're gonna play, and probably not the last. Because ho, 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 you know. People are gonna think I'm crazy, probably. Whatever. Yeah, but once those games are finished, you're stuck probably at the train station. And why do I say that? Because since you're stuck at the train station, my nose is so dripping now, like. I'm under the weather because my nose has been like really, really cold. Don't worry about me, I'm fine and that sort of stuff. If I sound like if I have a cold, then you know. But like after you're done with the train ride, you normally end up at like a train station, and I don't assume that you have a train station that goes into your home. You know, stops in your living room. So you have to go home, and on the way home, you know, you have to take a bus, you go by bike, and that sort of stuff. Or, I don't know, you might go by plane, you might go by car, you might go rolling around. I don't know, I don't judge. But do you ever consider what bad stuff can happen on the way home? No? Well, let's just show you on my way home what has happened while we've been waiting for the last bus and that sort of stuff. And that's game number 3. Nice bridge, huh? Well, if you don't know who I am, I'm known as Elise, your packed upon the Vtuber Transgender. I want to thank my Patreon members that appear now on screen for subscribing and allowing me to do this while earning a few bucks. Solely, especially thanks for being a Patreon member since the start. Then also thank you for being a Patreon member and allowing me to do this while earning a few bucks. If you want to join them, make sure to check out at the bottom of the video description my link tree at the bottom of my video description, my link tree. Why do I say that? Because in there is my Patreon, but also any of my other socials like my Discord, Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky. If you want to join any of these, they can be there. I highly recommend joining my Discord if you want to stay up to date or talk to me, and do respond to every YouTube comment and that sort of stuff. But yeah, special thanks to these Patreon members. If you want to play any of the games that I've played today, make sure to check out the top of the video description down below. While you're down there, subscribe and ring the notification bell. I might all see you for our first game of today's series. Don't let her in. Hey, as I do my hair, and you see it's been a week since your father left, I wanted to talk about you. About don't let her in. And that sort of stuff. But yeah, welcome to a new 3 Scary Games. As you can see, I've grown quite bigger. My belly expanded once again. So, but I also noticed, I'm gonna explain it more in depth in the intro, so if you crave understood more depth. I also noticed that my belly has been like growing, shrinking over the past week. And I talked to Emma about it, but everything seems fine. So, and there might be from now on in the last 3 months of this pregnancy, there might be that like I have a big belly as you see now. The belly might be smaller. You might don't see a difference on the camera. I don't know, but I do feel a difference. Let that know. But yeah, it's been a few weeks since your father left. So welcome to a new horror game, a new 3 Scary Games called Don't Let Her In. So. Oh, I need Z. Why is this always like, it's like a Pokemon thing? You're all alone. Well, no, you don't have, we're not alone. You have me, right? Do you have me? The last thing he told you. Don't let her in. Do you mean me and your mother? You know, I know I'm crazy a bit because, you know, pregnancy hormones, but... Do I need to, like... But yeah, I still noticed that I can see my belly button on, like... See? Whole thing. No, whenever when I get the big belly was also when I, like... My twin's belly was never really noticeable on, like, cams and that sort of stuff. You know, that was the thing. My twin's pregnant belly was never noticeable on my video hand cams and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I was like really happy when it got big and twin size. But it also was a pain in the ass and that sort of stuff. And yeah, but you can see my belly button. Like, look, belly button. And this is because like I wear like a shirt under my shirt. I don't know how you really call it. We in the Netherlands call it like a hemd and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I also can barely sit with my legs crossed anymore because of my belly otherwise going against my keyboard and that sort of stuff, so... Why shouldn't I look at myself? I have made the joke already plenty of times now that if I look in the mirror breaks. So is that all thing I can do here? Look in the mirror? Your parents' bedroom. You don't go in there. Okay, sorry. You pray open a can. It tastes wrong. What was up there? You know, was that the cat? The neighbor's cat? I know it's the neighbor's cat, I know for sure. Oh, there is no mother even. Everything has gone bad. Okay. The emergency podcast loops. Hello. Sweetheart, are you okay? Please let me in. Thank you. You must be hungry. You know, I know it said don't let her in, but you know, I'm a rebel. Like, if I listen to people, what people said about me, I want to be here. You know, be a strong, independent woman. If I would listen to people, what they said, I would still be unhappy. You know, probably in an office job, which I don't get. Maybe that's the thing. Sure, I will get. Good girl. It's curls in your mouth. Just swallow it. Now go to bed. Was that my mother? All you can do is sleep. You're not sure how much time has passed. Every day she makes you eat. Your body feels wrong. Oh. Wait, I want to look at myself. I start to decompose? Is that it? Well, who is this woman? Is this my mother? Oh, I die. Your consciousness fades. You're somewhere dark and warm. You can't move. You feel something crawling inside you. You feel safe. Hello? Am I that? Am I a cocoon? Am I about to bloom into something? Okay, no, I shouldn't let the comma in, okay? Okay, I get it. No, I get it. You know, mother instinct, okay? You have mother instinct? That your child is home alone? And that sort of stuff? What happens if I don't listen to the radio? Don't let her in. Nothing pathetic. Do I need to eat this? Ah. Is eating that thing that makes her come? Sweetheart, are you okay? Please let me in. You ignore her. You're tired, you need to sleep. Do I want to need to sleep? Jump scare. You decide to sleep, week 5. You run out of food, you're starving. So, moral of the story. It's warm. So, moral of the story is either I turn into a cocoon or I starve to death. Is that the moral of the story? Because my dad has been a jerk and just leaves? Every frequent is silent. exhausted, there's no food left. All you can do is sleep. Now what? Yeah, no, Mom, no. Yeah, I need to eat. No. I was told not to let you in. What would that be? Here's something from your parents' room. Hello. Oh, do I need to escape? Where do I go? Oh, I'm the last survivor. The creature overpowers you. Your consciousness fades. Dark and warm. You can't move. Am I inside his belly? I have been eaten? So there's a sort of apocalypse going on and my dad has been killed. I say interesting horror game. But I don't know why, but I feel like I need a little bit more backstory on this. It feels out of the blue, you know? It feels out of the blue. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, why don't I let her in? Who is she? You know, a little bit of backstory at the start can help this really, really well. Like, if you tell that there is an apocalypse and your dad is going out to search for some food, you know, and he told you to not let anyone in, even her, your mother, for example, because I assume it's her mother and that sort of stuff. But, yeah, like a little bit of backstory at the start, I think does wonders, I think. But yeah, if you want to play it for yourself, and if you think you can beat the game, let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and right to all, see you in game number 2. You know, this should come out a few days before my birthday, because as you can see, I'm recording this on the 2nd, only the week after this comes out. And since, you know, Christmas is coming near, I want to do a few Christmas horror games. And I might team either the 20th or the 27th completely in Christmas horror games. I think for the 27th, so not next episode, but the episode after that I will stop using my Christmas dress and that sort of stuff. But yeah, my birthday is on the 16th of December, which is in like, I can't really move because of my baby bump size, but it's like on the Monday. You can barely see it, my hair is in the way. I think if I do more like this. See, the 16th is this. So, yeah. Like with December, of course, there's like a few Christmas horror games that I have to do. And one of them is Holiday Rails. And yeah, I think you already see what this is. Don't let her find you. Who's her? I thought always her. Oh. I might need to do it with the keys because it's also about like locking, because the browser doesn't lock your mouse movement. Right, hello? Oh, hello? Hide under... Do I need to hide under... Like, you're supposed to, like, turn around with your mouse, but... I was not, like, knowing that she would come. I might go over downloading this game real quick, because, like, yeah, if I do this, then you don't see the mouse anymore, but... I need to go that way. But do you have Christmas holiday plans? As you can see, my Christmas holiday plans are a bit limited because of like, well, Xavier. Oh yeah, I also made a family tree for my Vtuber lore. And, you know, making a family tree was really, like, it was not difficult, but it was complex. Because basically, now that I look back at it, like, I have 5 partners. Like, I have Anna, Lisa, Lilia, Aliev, and of course Miku, which is 5 partners. And I was like, eh? And that sort of stuff. And I'm also preparing for like... I'm also preparing for like a 3.0 type thing, I think, after looking at Missing Story. Because I wanted to actually think about the 3.0, but I was told about an origin. Because I always thought, like, I always talked about the fact that I could travel dimensions, worlds, and sakais, and that sort of stuff. So I thought of like an origins world. So my basically birth planet, you know, my home planet, which is not Earth. And oh, the present is over there. And I want actually to expand on that, but I don't know if that's gonna be regular lore with my 2.5 look at this point, or that is totally gonna be my 3.0. I was thinking about even increasing my pupa size and that sort of stuff. But yeah, with that, I thought, you know, I have a lot of lore, so it can be complex in what my relationships are, who people are in my lore, and that sort of stuff. So I thought, you know, I make a family tree, and that was more complex than I thought. And yeah, Lydia officially has a name for her child boy. She wanted to call it Xavier. Xavier. And that sort of stuff. So her girls are gonna get the name Eleanor and Sophie, basically. So and Lisa is also getting a boy. How do I hide here? Okay. But yeah, like Lisa is getting a boy because she was pregnant from Jack, basically. And Jack was the best friend of like Eliev. So that's how I know Lisa and Jack, basically. And Lisa and Jack are also poly and they wanted to do something with us 3, you know, us 4. And Lisa and I actually went into a relationship. Jack has some trouble with other people and wanted to try out stuff with boys and that sort of stuff. So he's been trying it out with Eliev, but Eliev is not really into it. He doesn't mind like kissing a boy, he said. Eliev thinks he's bi. And I'd be like to him, you can. If you like sucking a boy, you know, that can be. But he doesn't really see it himself in a relationship with a boy. And I told him, well, at that point, after he told that, I was like, you can also only be sexually attracted to boys, eh? Because he told me he had sex with Jack, and he enjoyed it, and that sort of stuff. Because in the beginning, when I and Elliot met, he had trouble with me being a trans girl and that sort of stuff, and you know. But that he got used to it and that sort of stuff. So he does see himself having intercourse with boys, but not in a relationship yet. So he might be sexually attracted only and that sort of stuff. I have tried stuff with Jack, but I can find it with Jack. Like Jack is a fine guy, but like, and he's good in bed. I'm not gonna lie. Lisa is better, maybe because of the pregnancy hormones. Lisa's better and that sort of stuff. So. Why is she the other way? Lisa's better, but yeah, Lisa and I are actually also in a relationship. So. And of course, I'm engaged or gonna marry to Lilia. And I'm, well, married to Elliot, I'm married to Miku, and I have a relationship with Anna that I'm at the pregnancy class. I need to go to white, and yeah, imagine that in a lineup, like in a family tree, with like above me having my origins family mother and my origins family father, which I'm not having names yet. I'm gonna be honest, like I don't have names for them yet. I have to make that up, even as like the whole planet that I lived on, and that sort of stuff. I think it's a fun idea and that sort of stuff, like combining the planet and the family. And also I have my Earth mother and Earth father on there, as in they adopted me. I'm not gonna put their names there because I don't wanna like find them and that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, like I made a whole family tree. It's really funny. Okay, is the king gifts at the same place? Oh, the gifts are at the same place. Okay, so yeah, like I've been thinking about like a royal, royal style. That I had like a royal family back on Origins Planet, and that gave me the luckiness of these powers and that sort of stuff. But I don't know how yet. I will. I do know that I want to have some sort of like royal Viking dress that I use to travel around and that sort of stuff, or a royal look, basically. Hello, lady. And that sort of stuff. But I'm gonna work on that after looking at his story. But yeah, I thought with that, a family tree would be fun. And then the children came. Under like, I was like, in my look at Missy story, I wrote I was pregnant of Miku, basically, and got a Miku Dio that teleported away to, be educated into a Miku life and that sort of stuff. So technically, me and Miku have a child, and I called it just a Miku Dio. I might change it into a normal child, I don't know yet. Of course, myself has twins with Elliot. So I have two children with Elliot. I included Aurora because she really, really wanted to be on my family tree as like adopted, carried child and that sort of stuff. So can I make it in there? I don't know how many cards there are. So like Aurora's like my only, let alone child, and that sort of stuff. How far can I make it? Is it like 3 or 4 cards? I think it's 4 cards. So you have Aurora below me, then left to me is Elliot with like Leonard and Rosalina. To the right of that are the children from Elliot and Lilia with like Sophie, Eleanor and Xavier. And then I made a note that I carried Xavier as surrogate mother now. That sort of stuff. Because basically Lilia, and back in May, June, the idea was Lilia had some trouble getting pregnant herself, or Lilia and Elliot has been trying a lot to get pregnant back then, and they didn't have any luck. So, they asked me basically to if I want to be a surrogate model for them, because like they didn't have luck, and I thought maybe one of them was like, how do you call it in English again? That you're not reproductive, or that you're not being able to make children. One of them. Well, in the case with Elliot, clearly I thought Elliot back then also when I got pregnant that Elliot might have like bad seed, that it took some longer to get pregnant and that sort of stuff. Because on the other hand, Elliot made me pregnant, so it was not Elliot. And I know Lilia has been pregnant before, but she took abortion a few times because she was ready to be a mom. But after seeing me, she really wanted to be a mother and that sort of stuff. So I said to her, like, I want to wait first a few weeks and like talk with Emma, which said, Elise, if you want to, you can go ahead, go be a surrogate model for her. It might be risky because of down there, that it gets broken and that sort of stuff. Wait, is this the end? Oh, If she turns around randomly, I'm done. I think I'm gonna wait on this one. Yeah, so, after talks, like, it was March back then, still. Like, and like, it was, what, oh no, it was May. And, I just had given birth, so we were also busy with, like, Rosalina Leonard. And after talks, we decided that I should join in like, the love making and the sex. And that eventually led, one night when I was having sex with Lillian, that my mark appeared on my belly, basically, during the intercourse, which I think signed or gave the sign that if she finished, basically, finished me or let me, let me finish, or you know what I mean? Let me see you and that sort of stuff. So C-U-M. Okay, I don't care. I think this thing is also like already over. But like, when she made me come, I think I got pregnant of her and that sort of stuff. Because once she made me come, basically, escape to the front of the train. Oh, god damn it. When she made me come, the mark disappeared. So I think I think I'm pregnant of her, basically. And that sort of stuff. Because purely of the mark. I didn't have that when I got pregnant of Elliot and that sort of stuff, but yeah. So when she made me come, I think that was the moment we got pregnant, but actually the funny thing is, the week before, like Lilia got the week before me and posted the pregnancy test. Yeah, and I'm not kidding, like, she's been trying for like 3 to 4 months with LEF, no success. I joined in for like 1 month. And I joined for 1 month and not only I got pregnant, but Lilia too, so. What was that screen? Yeah, and now I'm sitting here with 7 months pregnancy. So, and like 1 horror game further away. I told this like in a pregnancy update I did on my Patreon. I'm gonna tell it here. Once this baby comes out, Xavier has been born, I think I'm gonna try to like until September 2025 to not get pregnant. But I fear that my mark makes me highly fertile, so I fear that I will quickly get pregnant again. But I'm gonna try not to. And I have to search out a bit how I can prevent that. But like, yeah, if you're highly fertile, that's the thing, like, that's a funny thing, by the way. Boys want more sex than girls normally. But when girls want to have sex, they are usually fertile. And that sort of stuff. And this is not me rambling stuff, but like, this is a fact. Boys want more sex often than girls. And that purely comes by the fact that girls are not fertile enough. Or less fertile than boys. Boys are basically 24/7 fertile until it stops. Girls are like only out of like like 1 menstruation cycle. There are like 3 days where they are fertile, and normally those 3 days is when they want to. But yeah, if you're highly fertile, you want more. You know what I mean, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, this was holiday horrors on the rails and that sort of stuff. I travel a lot with the trains, or I used to travel a lot with the trains. So, bit close to home. I actually like this. The only thing is, I like this. Like, it's simple, not too complex. You go through the train and that sort of stuff. You know what I only wish? Like, a hiding place where you store the packages, or the presents. Because if you go to there and she sees you and you're not to the table back in the first card, you're basically dead. You know what I mean? That's my only thing. I think besides this, it's a fun horror game, which can be expanded on easily. Way more easily. But yeah, let me know your not your horror plans. Let me know your holiday plans. If you celebrate any in the comments down below. Yeah. Because I've been rambling about my pregnancy a bit for the past 50 minutes and not holiday presents. But yeah. I'm a Christmas kid and I thought this was fun to do. I'm gonna try to play a few more Christmas horror games in the next episode and the one after that. And that sort of stuff. But yeah, don't know. that this was game number 2. If you want to play it for yourself, top up the video description and that sort of stuff. Write down there, subscribe, ring the notification bell, because it do help people subscribing a lot and remembering. So, and with that, I'm going to say, I'll see you in the final game of today's episode. Hey, how well can I bridge these games? Because, of course, when you go with the train, you normally enter the train station, and I don't think you have a train stopping in your living room. I certainly do. And so on the way home, you have to go home, and that's again by bus, by foot, by bicycle, and that sort of stuff. But on that way home, you find some trouble, and what those troubles are, we're gonna find out together today, and that sort of stuff. But also, you know what I find funny? You know, see these graphics things. There is like low, medium, high, ultra high, but there feels like there should be one more here. I don't know why, but yeah. Ugh. Too pregnant. I can't believe it's already 11 p.m. I hope the bus comes soon. I have a strange feeling tonight. You know, let me put this here so that you can read it. Ah, yo, jinx it. Jinx it. I'm not gonna like this. I don't know why I saw this, you know how I normally traveled a lot by public transport to get to my parents and that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's why I chose this. What's the sensitivity on this thing? Hello. So it's 11 p.m. Your phone died and you're in the middle of nowhere by a bus station. Is that the bus? No, that looks like a car. I wish I had a car. I'm not gonna lie. I wish that I had a car because it gives me more job opportunities. But on the other hand, like, yeah, a car will give me more job opportunities, but I think I wouldn't be a good car driver. Like, Elise has been, the driver of me and Elise back then. Lilia, oh, hello. Lilia has a driver's license but doesn't drive that much. Anna doesn't have a driver's license and that sort of stuff. So Elise has been driving me around mostly. But I won't be a good driver. Like, I've been sitting next to Elise in the car and that sort of stuff. And then I'm just trying to pay attention to the road and I wouldn't know. Because you have to, like, pay attention to how hard you go. Have to make breaks and that sort of stuff. But you also have to, like, pay attention to others. And I'm quickly distracted. I always know I'm way too quickly distracted. It's so boring. And I always make sure if I go out with public transport that my phone is charged because I want to listen to music. Because if I sit here on this bench, if I sit here on this bench and I have to wait, then I'm gonna be bored. Like, I'm gonna be bored, tired. And also, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I don't know if I told it. Are we gonna fourth wall break? Okay, now you wait. If you're gonna fourth wall break, you're gonna wait. But like, when I wait, for example, on the train, I always walk around when I went to school, we went the train back from my back place, back in Breda when I lived there. Basically in Breda there was a train going to Eindhoven Central, which where my school was, and I always waited more further on this track on the platform because it was like a really long train from 9 cars, so there was always place at the front, and that sort of stuff. And I always walk around there because I can't sit still, okay? I can stand still and wait on the train. I always walk around, and I sing a bit, but yeah. So, would I do that in the bus? Maybe. I don't know. Would I do it at the bus stop? I don't know. Maybe. You're a game developer. You can get any girl you want. Would I marry a game developer? Nah, I don't think I would look at a job. Like, I don't think I need to look at job. I look at personality. Like, I don't care if it's a trans girl and trans guy and trans a woman, a man, and that sort of stuff, or someone who's like fursona or wants to be furry. And there might be limitations. Like, if people like want to have a fursuit on in bed, okay, that's for my no-go. But I would look more at personality than say, ew, you're a guy, I don't date guys, and that sort of stuff. And eat less junk food. Hey, that's my life the last few days. Okay, maybe candy bags. And stop sitting all day. Are you gonna attack me? I know I've been sitting at his ass in this chair all day, but I have a good reason, okay? For... Oh, perfect. This day couldn't be worse. Is that the bus? What? My last chance to go home wet. You know, on my defense, like what our bus services say, you know, you put out your phone, wave it, you know, put on your light, wave with it so that we can see that you're there. Stay in the lighted part, which is this is okay, but Mom is still awake. And I just go on like with random people's houses and ask for a phone in the middle of the rain. Is anyone home? Please, I need to use your phone. Where did that come from? Maybe they're in the backyard. You know, just let's go intrude on the people's places and that sort of stuff. Hey, money back. Did I? Hello? Okay. What do I do then? Don't I interact with the body bag? Wait, do I have to sit all through this again? Damn it. But yeah, like, when I went on the train, even while pregnant, you know, maybe walking around while pregnant was not a good idea, but, me, I want to sing, like, you know, that artist side of me, like, I could also sit with my legs crossed anymore. Why did I choose to be pregnant again? I don't know. I've been horny all the time. But yeah. Like, you also, like, this area is not lighted enough and that sort of stuff, but yeah. Like, on trains, listen, when I waited for the train, at least, you know, normally I tend to, like, walk around the platform and sing. There are, like, a few stages where that is possible. And that sort of stuff, without people also walking. Like, you know what I also would always sometimes, like, I swear to God, like, sometimes, like, you know what I sometimes think? Like, you know what I sometimes think? A lot of people, like, I don't know if that's just, like, people behavior, or, like, if we call it, like, sheep. Wait, is that woman? No. Like, if there's, like, sheep behavior, and that sort of stuff, because, like, I swear to God, when the train comes, you know, and they see the yellow front end of the train, all people start to walk, you know, and don't even wait for the train to stop before they can, like, enter one of the cars. That sort of stuff. Because, yeah, they start walking. Like, I swear to God, if you put some people at the end or the start of the platform, and they see the train coming, they walk, you know, they walk off that platform onto the rails. You know, they go off and walk onto the rails. What if I don't interact with it and go back to the bus? Do I need to interact with it? I think I need to interact with it. But what do I do then? Run into the man and die again? Hello? What do I do then? Do I run? Help! Someone! Secret ending. Wait, Liam Rivers? Wait, is that... Wait, is that... Ah, dat is Lixian. Dat is true, dat is Lixian. Let's do one more ending and that sort of stuff. So this was a secret ending. Oh, I thought, you know, I'm supposed to run the other way. Don't run onto the road, run this way, you get the secret ending. What if I just... Can I walk onto the road? I'm curious. No. I think I need to walk that way next time. But yeah, yeah, I like to sing, okay? Maybe not because... Okay, why are you judging me? If I like to sing because I want to be an artist and that sort of stuff, if I do good this twice, but, you know... Don't judge me. Don't judge me because I do what I want to do. What a guy. My ass is hurting. Ugh. But yeah. So that's why I thought about with other like I've told you plenty of times that I used to travel a lot by public transport and go every week to my mother or my Earth mother in this case, basically, and yeah, sometimes normally I went like week by week to my Earth mother, which now is not the case anymore because I don't have the money for it, and that sort of stuff. No interaction about the girl. Oh. Yeah, but that, like, I used to travel public transport a lot, I used to, like, go laid back, that I always found, like, walking like this. This never really happened. Well, this happened sometimes, or at least that I waited at a bus stop. Because, the bus stop was the thing, like, I had a period where, like, I was, like, living on, yeah, if I had to go home on my own, I was not brought home by my parents, then, there was a time that I lived far away from the station in Breda, basically, where I lived prior on, like, in the student rooms, and, I had to take the bus, basically, because if I had to walk away, that wouldn't be doable, or either I had to go my bike to the station and then with my bike back, and that sort of stuff, but yeah. And once I lived, like, in the center of the city, like, really close to the station, it was bearable, and that sort of stuff. What happens if I run this way? You escaped, ending 2. Huh. So yeah. But now not. Now I can just walk freely back home and forward. So there's one more ending where I think he catches you and you die, but I don't know what ending 4 would be. I think I'll leave that to you, because I got 3 out of 5. I know what ending 4 is, but I don't know what ending 5 would be. We got the secret ending. We got an ending where we be killed by a bus. We got an ending where we escaped twice, because once was the secret ending, one was this. I assume there is an ending that you get caught by him and get killed, but I don't know what the other one is. And that sort of stuff. So I leave that up to you to find out. I do have to say, like, as someone who used to travel a lot by public transport, this is like annoying missing your last bus. If I want to give you one tip, this is the sole purpose reason, that I always say to people, make sure to, like, always catch not the last bus, but the second to last. In case if you miss the second to last, you always have the last bus. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's me. I'm always preparing way too much for public transport because I don't have faith in public transport. Yeah, if you want to play On the Way Home. What's it called? On the Way Home? Yeah, On My Way Home. for yourself. Link is at the top of the video description down below. This was the new 3 scary games. A bit shorter than usual because I hope you really liked it. I hope you liked the belly size update and that sort of stuff. I might change during the videos. I have to sneeze. I might not. So, I have to sneeze. It doesn't want to come. If you don't know who I am, I'm not a speculation, Python, polyfeed, and transgender on the internet. I like to do horror on my channel. I primarily focus on horror and Project Diva and that sort of stuff. But I also do a lot of other stuff like Let's Plays. So if you're interested in those, make sure to check it out. More horror will be linked in the icon in the top right. If you like horror, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell because I do these type of videos every week on my channel with double upload on horror upload on Friday and that sort of stuff. So as I said, if you're interested, make sure to check out the horror upload from earlier on the day. And also, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. If you want to stay up to date, you can join my Discord down my link tree. In my link tree at the bottom of the video description. Because I host all my socials in one place for the convenience of you. It's easier for you to find and easier for you to know what is official and what not and that sort of stuff. Do keep in mind that all my official socials will be in there. From my Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, my Patreon and my Discord. And way more. And also if you want to join my Patreon, there's link there. Like Sonny and Nano, still thank you for being Patreon members and allowing me to do this or earning a few bucks. And that sort of stuff. If you want to join them with a shout out at the start of the video, make sure to check it out. And with that, I'm going to say, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'm about to all see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.